Today, we're diving into a nostalgic culinary journey with 8 famous casseroles that disappeared over time. These casseroles were once beloved staples in American kitchens, but have gradually faded into obscurity. Let's explore these classic dishes and why they deserve a comeback. Number 1. Chicken Tetrazzini. Chicken Tetrazzini emerged as a culinary favorite from the 1950s to the 1980s, renowned for its rich, creamy texture and comforting flavors. This classic casserole featured tender chicken pieces mixed with spaghetti, mushrooms, and a luscious, cheesy white sauce. Its origins are often traced back to San Francisco, where it was first served in honor of Italian opera star Luisa Tetrazzini. The dish's allure lay in its versatility and ease of preparation. Home cooks appreciated how it utilized leftover chicken or turkey, transforming them into a decadent meal. The creamy sauce, typically made from a base of butter, flour, milk, and chicken broth, was enriched with Parmesan cheese and sometimes sherry, enhancing its depth of flavor. Chicken Tetrazzini's decline in popularity can be attributed to the modern shift towards lighter, healthier eating. The casserole's high calorie and fat content, while indulgent, fell out of favor as dietary preferences evolved. Additionally, the rise of more diverse and globally inspired cuisine offered diners a broader range of choices, further pushing traditional dishes like chicken tetrazzini into the background. Number 2. Tuna Noodle Casserole. Tuna Noodle Casserole, a hallmark of mid-20th century American cuisine, featured a blend of canned tuna, egg noodles, and a creamy base often derived from condensed mushroom soup. This dish offered an economical and efficient solution for households, especially during the post-war era. Its simplicity was its strength. Just cook the noodles, mix with tuna and soup, and bake, often topping with breadcrumbs or crushed crackers for added texture. In the 1950s and 1960s, this casserole became a staple due to its reliance on non-perishable ingredients, fitting perfectly into the era's focus on convenience foods. Some variations included peas or celery, enhancing the dish's nutritional value and texture diversity. The casserole's creamy consistency and savory flavor made it a comforting meal that appealed to both adults and children. However, the rise of fresh ingredients and more health-conscious cooking in subsequent decades led to its decline. The increased focus on reducing processed foods and incorporating fresh vegetables and proteins into diets made heavy, canned-based dishes like tuna noodle casserole less appealing. Additionally, the growing interest in diverse culinary traditions introduced more complex and varied flavor profiles to American palates, further contributing to the casserole's fall from favor. Number 3. Green Bean Casserole. Green Bean Casserole, a culinary icon of the 1950s, was created by Campbell's Soup Company. The dish featured canned green beans, cream of mushroom soup, and a topping of crispy fried onions. Its simplicity and convenience made it a favorite at holiday gatherings, providing a quick yet delicious addition to the dinner table. The classic recipe typically involved combining green beans with the soup to form a creamy base, then baking it until bubbly and golden. The final touch was adding the crispy fried onions on top, which added a satisfying crunch and savory flavor contrast. The use of canned ingredients reflected the era's preference for convenient, shelf-stable foods, which were particularly appealing to the busy homemakers of the time. Over the years, however, green bean casserole has seen a decline in popularity. Modern culinary trends favor fresh, whole foods over canned and processed ingredients. Contemporary versions of the dish often substitute fresh or frozen green beans and homemade mushroom sauce to enhance flavor and nutritional value. Number 4. Cheesy Scalloped Potatoes. Cheesy scalloped potatoes, a beloved dish from the 1960s and 1970s, featured thinly sliced potatoes layered in a rich, creamy cheese sauce. This casserole was a staple at family gatherings and holiday meals, known for its comforting and indulgent flavors. The preparation involved slicing potatoes uniformly, layering them in a baking dish, and covering them with a mixture of heavy cream, milk, butter, flour, and plenty of cheese, usually cheddar. Each layer would be seasoned with salt, pepper, and sometimes garlic or onion powder for extra flavor. The dish's appeal was its creamy texture combined with the tender, melt-in-your-mouth potatoes. The top layer, which browned to a bubbly, golden crust, provided a delightful contrast to the soft interior. It was not only delicious, but also a great way to serve a large number of people with minimal effort. making it perfect for potlucks and large family dinners. The decline in popularity of cheesy scalloped potatoes can be linked to modern dietary trends that emphasize lighter, faster-to-prepare meals. Health-conscious consumers now opt for roasted or steamed potatoes with less fat and fewer calories. Additionally, the time-consuming nature of preparing and baking this casserole doesn't fit well with today's fast-paced lifestyle. Nonetheless, cheesy scalloped potatoes remain a nostalgic dish for many, evoking memories of home-cooked meals and family gatherings. Some modern adaptations use low-fat ingredients or incorporate different cheeses to maintain the classic flavor while addressing contemporary health concerns. This dish's enduring charm lies in its simplicity and the rich, comforting experience it provides. Number 5. Ham and Cheese Casserole. Ham and Cheese Casserole, a beloved dish from the mid-20th century, combined cooked pasta, diced ham, and a creamy cheese sauce. This casserole was a practical solution for utilizing leftover ham, transforming it into a hearty, satisfying meal. The recipe often included a mix of cheddar and Swiss cheeses, creating a rich and flavorful sauce that enveloped the pasta and ham. To prepare the casserole, cooks would start by cooking the pasta, typically elbow macaroni or penne. The cheese sauce, made from a roux of butter and flour, was gradually mixed with milk until thickened, then blended with shredded cheese until smooth. The diced ham was folded into the sauce along with the cooked pasta, and the mixture was poured into a baking dish. A topping of breadcrumbs or additional cheese was often added before baking, creating a crispy, golden crust. The dish's popularity peaked during an era when convenience and simplicity in cooking were highly valued. Its decline can be attributed to the expanding culinary landscape that introduced more diverse and international flavors to American kitchens. Today, while ham and cheese casserole is less common, it remains a nostalgic comfort food for many, reminding them of family dinners and potluck gatherings. Modern adaptations sometimes incorporate vegetables like broccoli or spinach, adding nutritional value and freshness. Others might use alternative cheeses like Gruyere or incorporate spices like mustard or paprika to enhance the flavor profile. Despite its reduced presence on contemporary menus, ham and cheese casserole continues to be cherished by those who grew up with its comforting taste. Number 6. Corn pudding casserole. Corn pudding casserole, a Southern culinary favorite, is a unique dish that balances sweet and savory flavors. It combines whole corn kernels with ingredients such as eggs, milk, butter, and sugar. Sometimes, creamed corn is added to enhance its richness and texture. The mixture is baked until it achieves a custard-like consistency, with a golden top and a creamy interior. The preparation is straightforward. Whisk together eggs, milk, and melted butter, then mix in the corn, sugar, and a bit of flour or cornstarch to help thicken the pudding. Season with salt and pepper, pour into a baking dish, and bake until set. Some variations include adding cheese or a dash of nutmeg for an extra flavor dimension. Corn pudding casserole's popularity peaked in the mid-20th century, particularly during holidays and family gatherings. It was a staple at Thanksgiving and Christmas dinners, offering a comforting side dish that complemented the main courses. The decline in its popularity can be attributed to the modern shift towards fresher and less processed ingredients. The increasing preference for using fresh vegetables over canned goods has contributed to this dish becoming less common in contemporary kitchens. Additionally, changing dietary trends, focusing on lighter and healthier options, have also played a role in its reduced presence on modern menus. Number 7. Broccoli Tuna Casserole. Broccoli tuna casserole emerged in the 1970s and 1980s as a nutritious twist on the classic tuna noodle casserole. This version incorporated broccoli to boost the dish's nutritional value, providing a good source of fiber, vitamins, and minerals. The recipe typically included canned tuna, broccoli florets, egg noodles, and a creamy sauce made from condensed mushroom soup, milk, and sometimes cheese. The preparation involved cooking the noodles and broccoli separately before combining them with the tuna and sauce. This mixture was then transferred to a baking dish, topped with breadcrumbs or cheese, and baked until bubbly and golden brown. The broccoli added a fresh, slightly crunchy texture and a subtle earthy flavor that complemented the tuna and creamy sauce. Broccoli tuna casserole's popularity in the 70s and 80s was due to its convenience and the growing awareness of healthy eating. However, its decline can be attributed to the modern shift towards fresher, less processed ingredients. People today often prefer recipes that use fresh vegetables and homemade sauces over canned and prepackaged products. Number 8. Tamale pie. Tamale pie, a Tex-Mex-inspired casserole, combines a savory filling of seasoned meat and beans with a cornbread topping. This dish gained popularity in the mid-20th century, particularly in American households looking for a hearty, budget-friendly meal. The filling typically includes ground beef or pork, onions, bell peppers, tomatoes, and spices such as chili powder and cumin. Beans, usually pinto or black beans, are also added to enhance the dish's nutritional value and flavor. To prepare tamale pie, the meat mixture is first cooked until the meat is browned and the vegetables are tender. This mixture is then spread in a baking dish. A cornbread batter, often made from cornmeal, flour, milk, eggs, and baking powder, is poured over the top. The casserole is baked until the cornbread is golden, and a toothpick inserted into the center comes out clean. The appeal of tamale pie lay in its combination of flavors and textures. The spicy, savory meat and bean filling contrasts beautifully with the slightly sweet, crumbly cornbread topping. It was a versatile dish, easily adapted to use whatever ingredients were on hand, making it a practical choice for busy families. However, as authentic Mexican cuisine and taco-based dishes became more widely available and appreciated, tamale pie began to decline in popularity. Modern palates have shifted towards more authentic flavors and ingredients, moving away from the Americanized versions of traditional dishes. Despite this, tamale pie remains a nostalgic favorite for many, representing a fusion of Tex-Mex flavors that brought a touch of spice and comfort to the dinner table.